I recently did a card reading with this deck, the Mystic Psyche Tarot, and one of the cards that came out was the Death card, this one here, which I don't know why. Well, I do know why. This card in particular reminds me of Phantom of the Opera, and the scene where the Phantom and Christine are singing the literal Phantom of the Opera song, and he's taking her in the boat down to his lair, and he like basically wants to keep her there. Which reminds me of a dream I had last night, where there was like a guy, he was like somebody's mentor or something, and he was very like possessive, and uh he had, like, had this girl over at his house. It was one of those dreams where I had it where like I wasn't in the dream, I was watching it like a movie. Um and so he had this girl in his house, and I guess there was like a room in the downstairs that he had decorated for her, and she would stay there sometimes. And she was getting ready to leave, and he said, "Oh, don't you want to say goodbye to the dog?" And she was like, "Oh, yeah, obviously I want to say goodbye to the dog." And I was thinking in my head while watching this dream unfold, don't go say goodbye to the dog. That's a weird thing to ask. The dog doesn't care if you say goodbye to it or not. But she followed him back into the house and was like, okay, I'll say goodbye to the dog. And then he brought her up into the attic, and all of the furniture from that room that he had decorated for her downstairs was up in the attic. And she's like, this is all the stuff from my room. And he's like, yes. And she's like, you're going to lock me up here, aren't you? And he said, I already have. So he was basically like obsessed with her in a way, and he just wanted to keep her like locked in the attic in his house, which I woke up thinking this sort of reminds me of Claude Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then I fell back asleep. And then I woke back up like a couple of hours later, and I was like, no, it's not like Claude Frollo. It's like Phantom of the Opera. Um, so this may be relevant to somebody somehow. We have King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. If he's upright, he's somebody who's like intellectual, very smart, very decisive. But in reverse, the King of Swords could be somebody who is manipulative. And then we also have Four of Pentacles, which is sometimes it's like in the traditional tarot, it's the guy, he's like holding the coin and he's like guarding it. So it could be about possessiveness.